Dear students, today we are going to see a new lesson, friction. In the previous chapter, we have discussed types of forces. Am I right? Well, what is friction? Since it is also one of the type of force, it is called frictional force. It states that a force that slows down the movement of the object across a surface is called force of friction or frictional force. A force that slows down the movement of the object across a surface. Okay, let us see some of the examples in our day-to-day activities. You all like to play football, am I right, or cricket? While playing cricket, if you are not able to catch the ball, what will happen to the ball? It will go to a certain height, it will fall down, and it will move for some distance, then it will stop. Same thing for the football also. You could have seen it will roll down for some distance, after that it will come to stop. Keep a book on the table and push it, if it will move. After some time, it will come to stationary. Have you seen, if you push the textbook or any object on smooth surface, it will cover more distance. But if it is taking place in rough surface, it will not move the same distance covered, just like in the previous case. Am I right? Yes. Okay. So, in both cases, you could have applied same amount of force, but the surface applied or hinders the movement of the object by applying certain amount of force. Always, force of friction will be opposite to the direction of the force what we apply. Hope you understood. If you are applying the force to the object in the left direction, force of friction will be through right. Your applied forces in right means force of friction will be in left. Just like you are pushing a heavy object from one direction, your friend is pushing the same object from the opposite direction. The one who has more power, through that direction will go. Am I correct? Yes. When the object can move, that means the applied force is more than the frictional force. The object can move fast. If it is less, it cannot move, or it will move, or it will cover only less distance. Okay, dear ones, on what factors force of friction depends on? One is the mass of the object. For example, it is easy for you to push or pull light object, but it will be difficult if the object is heavy. That is one factor, depend upon the mass of the object. Then next one is about the kind of surface. If the surface is smooth, means the object can move very fast. If it is in the case of rough surfaces, it will not cover more distances. So, friction is caused by the irregularities on two surfaces in contact. Okay, now let us see in which are the way it is useful and in which are the way it is harmful for us. In which are the way it is useful for us? For example, you could have seen, have you noticed your chappal or shoe? At the bottom, it will not be smooth. Have you seen? It will be rough. Why? What is the reason? Suppose if it is very smooth means we may slip down or we find very difficult to walk on the surface, especially on smooth or tiles or. Have you noticed it? So in these cases it is useful. And also, have you seen the tires of the vehicles? It is not smooth. When it is smooth means automatically it will be taken to the retrading company and they will retrade the tires once again. Am I right? If it is not rough, there won't be any grip to the road. And also, road also, it won't be very smooth. Have you seen? That is the reason. And one more thing, while writing on the paper, our paper is not smooth. Have you noticed it? It is very difficult to write on the oil paper. So these are the cases, it is very useful for us, friction. And also, sometimes it is very harmful. When friction produces heat when machines are working for more time, and also it damages the tires of the vehicles and also the soles of our shoes. After some times or some days or years, the soles of our shoe and chappals will become smooth. Then we have to buy the new one. Am I right? Same thing also for in the case of the all the machines. Have you seen? We are applying certain amount of the oil to the door or any machines if we hear any sound from it. Why? What is the reason? Here, when we apply the oil make here one more layer between the two surface. That means between the wheels of the machines or between the two doors. So, some of the things are there we can use to reduce the friction also. Okay, now let us see types of friction. One is rolling friction and another one is sliding friction. So it is very easy if we have wheels on any heavy object, we can use it to move the object. And also, have you seen, to carry the heavy loads, they are having a slope or wooden slope or anything. So easy for the people to carry the load into the particular vehicle. Have you seen it? Yes. And you could have seen or you could have observed while playing carom board, sometimes you are sprinkling talcum powder. Why? What is the reason? Yes, to reduce the force of friction. Have you noticed or have you wondered any time why the shape of aeroplane is like a bird? Have you seen? The reason is the air also exerts certain amount of force to the object when they are in movement. That's why the aeroplane shape is like a bird, to reduce the force of friction which is applied by the air. And also, have you seen the shape of the car? Maybe it will be like this. Have you seen it is? Why? What is the reason for here also? When the vehicle is in the movement, air will apply certain amount of force to the movement of the vehicle. Maybe there will be hindrance to reduce that the shape of the vehicle is designed in such a way that. Dear ones, today we have discussed what is friction, what are the factors affect the force of friction, and how it is caused, and how it is useful and how it is harmful, how can reduce and increase friction, and two types of friction,